Hi guys, I'm Dr. Jackie Courtney. We're here at the pet hospitals downtown, and this is our patient Beezus. She's here for an annual wellness exam and early detection blood work today. So we thought it would be a good idea to talk about ways we can make visits for cats a little calmer and more of a friendly experience. So this is really important because not only does it help decrease stress and anxiety in our cat patients, but also helps improve the quality of care that we're able to provide to them because they're a little bit more amenable to have us do physical exams and procedures on them. So the first step starts at home with you guys and getting the carrier out. And I know for a lot of cat owners, this kind of sets off a little bit of panic to get the cat into the carrier. So we have a few tips for you guys and ways to make this easier experience. The first thing is to go ahead and get the carrier out as soon as you know that the appointment is being made, up to at least a week in advance. Obviously, if it's a sick visit, you're not going to know ahead of time, but if we do have some advance warning, go ahead and get the carrier out. That way the cat can go up and sniff the carrier, check it out, potentially mark it, and they know that it's not a scary thing. Other tips for you guys at home with the carrier include giving them treats, catnip, or potentially giving them some canned food, yummy food in the carrier. That way they have positive experiences in there. It's similar to training a dog to be in a dog crate and make it a more comfortable environment. Another thing we use a lot here in the clinic and that you guys can use at home is Feel-Away. And Feel-Away spray contains synthetic pheromones, which are basically chemical substances that cats actually produce on their own that send out signals for various behavioral reasons. They actually have them in their cheeks, so that's why they like rubbing their cheeks up against furniture, and also in their toes. So when they knead or make biscuits, they're releasing pheromones. So you guys can go ahead and buy this over the counter and use that to spray down the carrier. It also comes in wipes, so you can wipe down the inside of the carrier so it smells and is releasing a calming scent to the cat, and it makes them feel better for the car ride and for their visit here. Now we're going to show you guys a couple ways that you can get the cat into the carrier at home, since that tends to be a real hard thing to do for a lot of cat owners. Our assistant's Desiree, and she's going to help show different ways that we can get the cat into the carrier. So Beezus is going to be our good patient. The first way, Desiree is going to load her in backwards, and this kind of helps because she's not seeing what's going on right in front of her, and she doesn't get as scared, and she gently gets loaded into the carrier. Okay, so another technique for our more anxious cats is to actually load them in with the carrier sitting upright like this. And that just gives you the ability to have both hands onto the cat, so all four paws are accounted for. And you just load them in that way. Cats have an awesome ability to land on their feet, so it's no big deal to them. You can close the carrier and tip it upright, and they're ready to go.
So another great way to get your cat in a carrier is by disassembling it and then having someone place the cat inside and then just simply placing it over the top here, making sure you have your door ready, obviously. Ta-da! And that's it.
Two other important things to consider before getting your cat into the hospital are for cats with motion sickness. We recommend having you guys give us a call ahead of time and talk to either one of our veterinarians or trained staff on ways that we can minimize motion sickness. Unfortunately, for a lot of those cats, by the time they get here, they've already vomited, sometimes they urinate and defecate, and they're very stressed out, and it makes the physical exam for them much more stressful. So give us a call ahead of time, and we're happy to talk through ways that we can minimize that for them and make it a better experience. And then lastly, for our cats that are aggressive here and we're really not their favorite people, there are really good options out there. And we recommend having you guys give us a call ahead of time. And we do have really great calming medications that you can administer ahead of time. They're very easy to administer. They're actually tasteless and odorless, and you can mix it in with a can of good wet food. And that way they're much calmer when they come in, and we're able to get everything taken care of safely. So once you and your cat arrive to the hospital, one of our receptionists will escort you into one of our cat-friendly rooms. We'll get you out of the lobby right away. That way they're not exposed to other species that they may not be so fond of, including humans and canines. One recommendation too, when you bring them into the hospital, if you do spend a minute in our lobby, to keep the carrier above ground. Keep it up on one of our benches, and that makes them less scared. We'll get you in one of our comfy, cozy rooms that we've already sprayed down with the Feel-Away spray, so that makes them more calm. And actually, one of our staff members will spritz themselves down before they come into the room and handle your cat. Once you're in the exam room, one of our technicians will come in and they will get vitals on your cat. And your cat is encouraged, if they feel up to it, to come on out of the carrier. A lot of times they'll jump up onto a countertop. I'll oftentimes find them hanging out behind the computer, smelling things, checking things out. You're welcome to give them treats. There's treats in every room. Anything that'll make them more calm. If your cat is more nervous, please leave them in the carrier. That's totally fine. We can actually do most of our physical exam and vitals with them in their carrier in their little nest. We just take the top off, let them hang there. They're actually feel much more comfortable that way. If your cat needs any procedures done, like Beezus is getting her blood drawn and her vaccines administered today, and we need to do that safely, one really good option that we use for most of our patients is to wrap them in a little gentle kitty burrito, we call it. And that just includes all 4 paws so we can safely get to the cat and administer the vaccines or do any type of procedures that we may need to do. And a lot of times they really like this and they feel really comfortable. So that is basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you and your fur baby real soon.